Damn it. Lenegis soldiers.
Any way we can avoid fighting them?
That all depends on them. Whatever happens, be ready.
Well, so much for them not wanting to fight.
Hold! I am Lord Dohalim of Elder Menancia. I command you.
Threats to the city must be erased.
No. Have they been brainwashed too?
Brainwashed or not, if they want to fight, they got one. Can't get out of this!
Here! Another one!
Here's the Lord! It's almost too strong. Be my guest. Demon Fang! The enemy heals us too.
We'll soon see about that. This one.
We're not finished! You've been wrong.
Illuminate this ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Those soldiers seem different from the citizens we've come across so far.
Yeah, they weren't big talkers, that's for sure. They just attacked without warning.
They weren't in the least bit fazed by Dohalim's presence either.
Indeed. They seem to recognize us as enemies, nothing more. And yet, traditionally, Lenegis hasn't been high on threats. A few frenzied Zeugles during experiments here and there, but not much else.
Their glazed-over eyes reminded me of the soldiers and slaves we met back in Ganath Haros. The ones in blind devotion to Volron.
I've never seen anything like that here on Lenegis before.
Maybe someone doesn't want us here, and the soldiers are their way of letting us know.
What with the Red Woman, the Sovereign, and Volron, we're starting to develop quite the growing list of adversaries. At least we'll know to keep our wits about us.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Water, hear my call! Where are you going?
Rising Wyvern!
These ones can run rings around us!
Far enough! Talent Storm! No further! This one's all mine! Ignite!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Illuminate the
Demon
dark!
Fang!
Come forth!
Too fast! Stand back! I'll trip it up!
Anything in armor is all mine.
Glacial spear!
I need to carve through armor! Hurricane Thrust!
More for the top!
Rising Phoenix!
Blah blah blah! Magic cyclone!
Lightning Thrust! Not today!
Lunar periphery!
Strike! Now take it through!
Raging
Take
cascade!
this!
Spread!
In a vine!
Instant!
Double Demon Fang! Storm!
Oh, violent dark!
Do it!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
No choice!
Will this help?
My watch!
Take this! Coming through! Sword Ring Alpha!
I think I'll pass on
Infernal Torrent! Burn! Can't get out of this! Lunar Rondo!
Now I'm real mad!
Rising Phoenix! Swallow Blade!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Tectonic punch! Vacuum blades! Demon Fang! Double dance!
Here, let me help.
First aid! Eagle Assault!
I'll stop
Now
its
you
charge.
see what I can
Thanks,
do!
Kisara.
Vacuum blades!
Here's the evil.
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Here it
Lightning
goes.
Wyvern!
Not on my watch.
I could do without the pain!
An end.
Double Demon Fang! You picked the wrong fight!
Need to comb forward.
Sword Rain Alpha! Blow away!
That'll bring you down.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! It's time! Take this!
Take this!
Lunar
Watch it!
Double Demon Fang! Destruction!
Thunderblade! Illuminate the dark! Lunar
Vacuum blade!
Holy Lance!
Demon Fang! Here I come!
Now I
The
can
floor
do
is still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
I won't forgive you! Lightning denied! My upgrade is empty!
tear you apart!
If you won't battle tonight, then you leave me no choice!
Bring him down! Lightning thrust!
Holy Lance!
Here I come! An astral lance?
That's my cue!
No escape! Shut him down! You're mine!
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah! And the pummeling to me!
Now!
Eat this!
Dohalim! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
I'm on it!
Where are you going?
Take this! Systems all mine! Burn in hell!
Lunar Lightning Orb!
Save you!
Illuminate the dark! I'm out of it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
May 1,000 gales carry the
Sharply
thread!
flash!
Lightning! Gusting hail!
You're done!
Far enough!
Tear you
Glacial Spear! Here's the evil!
Now we're never.
Freeze Lancer!
Rising Roar!
Now I'm real mad! I'm on it!
Sleep now!
Take this!
Demon Fang! Double Demon We're not finished! Flame inside me! Yours!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There's always room for improvement.
wither!
Now you'll learn!
By the permanent wither!
Soaring light spear!
Annihilation!
Shattering the pieces!
They really don't give up, do they?
You've got spirit!
Explosive ring!
Big blast!
Do it! Steel force! Dance in the wind!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Photon blast! Rage
Leave the
cascade!
charges
Here's
to
a
me!
healing orb!
First aid!
Now I'm ready for him!
Raging storm!
Hell and hurricane!
Rising water!
Raging cascade!
Rising gravity!
Dance in the wind!
Now we're never.
Swallow dance! Here I go, flame inside me, yours to be let free!
Raging storm!
Not today!
Do it! Mega ray! Tunnel! Annihilation! Lightning
Double demon
missile!
fang!
Do it!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Looks like we got them all.
Those soldiers don't seem to have any qualms about attacking on sight.
Is someone making them stand guard over the Forbidden Zone?
Out of our way!
Pieces! Attack time!
Light! Illuminate the dark! Come forward from there!
Rising water!
Here! Flame of fury!
Turn the cross blade!
Glacial spear! Pierce evil!
Slash!
Whirlwind dance in the wind!
Demon fang!
Feel!
All good things come to an end!
Let me hide!
Rising
Lightning orb!
Falcon!
I never miss!
Burn in hell!
Raging cascade!
I'm just getting
Sleep now!
in a bind!
Double demon
Warrior
fang!
stockpile!
Inferno punch!
Wind astrolabe! More with action!
Demon fang!
Dance in the wind! Sleep now!
Eat this!
Flaming
That
throat!
freaking does it!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Now I'm in the groove! I really owe you one.
The flame inside me, yours to be let free!
Magna ray!
Sword Blade Alpha!
I'm ready!
Double demon stick!
Raging cascade!
Eagle
Lord
Drive!
Steel! Tank
Take this!
confiscated! Help this!
Strike!
Dance in the wind! Here!
Big blast! Watch it!
Will this help?
Shockwave flash!
Take this!
Healing circle!
Double demon fang!
Take pull
this!
myself together.
Bang!
Reload!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Watch and weep!
Flash! You picked the wrong fight!
Annihilation! That'll bring you down!
I'm on it!
Lightning! Raging cascade! Freezing storm!
Take this!
Dance in the wind!
Sword
Here
Blade!
and now!
Cyan instant!
Rising Wyvern! Stop!
Here's Gemini Aqua!
There!
First strike!
Whirlwind! Double demon fang! Flash! Sonic thrust! Swallow blade! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
It was a close thing.
Let me help! Oh, win! Carve now! Sleep now! Annihilate the stockpile!
Take this!
It's like trying to keep up with a wolf!
Flame inside me, yours to be let free!
This world
Take this!
from
In a bind? I'm not done!
Now!
Take this! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Dragon Shell!
Not in your dreams!
Inferno punch!
Lightning Condemned! Lunar
Hurrah!
Horizon! Illuminate the dark!
Go away!
Holy Glimmer!
Take
Holy
this!
Land! Here's a heal with the marksman
I'm not done! Shockwave flash! Sonic thrust!
Here,
Sword Rain Alpha!
illuminate the dark! Come Lunar Collection!
You're mine!
Gemini Alpha!
Super swallow! Double demon
Anything
fang!
normal is all mine!
What? Do it! Say no more! Rise on!
You require a help.
Action! Far enough! Annihilation!
No further!
Do it!
Hurricane Trigger!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Here I come! First strike! Lunar Rondo! Rising Phoenix!
Super swallow
I owe you one! Watch!
Do it!
Triple!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I need to be stronger.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Flame of photon! Blaze of steel! Please let go!
I'm going in!
You see what happened there as you crossed me. You shouldn't have done that.
Can't get out of bed!
Illuminate the ether! Come follow this one's mine!
Anything in armor is all mine.
It's weakened!
This ends now!
Glacial
Swallow
spear!
blade!
Here's the evil! Just let it go!
In an instant! Impact block!
Sighted! It's over!
Take this!
Can't be
I'm
swallowed!
just
Take
getting
this!
started. That freaking does it.
Rising Warper!
Dance in the wind!
I'm on it. Take this.
Rising Falcon!
Can't get out of this.
Do it! Dragon Ball! Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
No choice!
I see one, eh?
I watch!
Talon Hurricane.
Burn in hell!
Inferno Punch.
I won't show you any mercy! Oh my lord! Swallow Blade! Sword Rain Alpha!
Shattering pieces. Attack time.
Man,
I'm on
it.
handle it.
Period is right!
Far enough.
Gusty now!
Fire Support! Spear!
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
This one's mine!
Dragon! Sword Rain Alpha! No
This is
further!
the win!
Rain Slash!
Sealed!
The Flame and Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
Dance in the wind!
Dragon Shell!
Sealed!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
There!
Rising Warper! Soaring Light Spear!
With this, I can become even stronger!
This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this was Sovereigns only.
Alphen.
opened!
Interesting. If Alphen's presence still opens the way, it would seem the Sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
What?
What the?
Alphen,
You again.
tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as the Sovereign and Maiden. How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Danon. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for, let alone what they're going to force me to do as the Sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway. So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imaris. Try to remember this time.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same. We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people if we didn't see the humanity in each other. So I suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
You're not like the others.
Maybe they're not like me.
Here's what we'll do. We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dana. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
What the hell just happened?
That vision. Did everyone else see it too?
That person Alphen was speaking to, she looked exactly like Shion.
It was Naori. Naori Imaris. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
She really does look like Shion. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what did we just witness exactly? It was too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
But how is that even possible? Unless... Could this be the Red Woman's handiwork too?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
You guys didn't feel it? The moment the entrance opened, it was like a stream of Danon astral energy rushing over us.
I felt it too. And not for the first time either. It was the same sensation as back inside the wedge.
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dana's astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to Lenegus. For all we know, perhaps we're close to the spot where all that energy was stored.
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how? And why?
We have no way of knowing. Maybe it's not even as deliberate as all that.
Shion, you okay?
Yeah. It was all just a little sudden. That's all. So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, there certainly is a resemblance.
What about you? How are you holding up?
Me?
Even putting aside the question of where that vision came from, it's likely we'll see more of those. Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps us uncover the truth of what that ceremony really was, it might also lead to answers about your thorns.
Alphen.
That's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dana from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans might have it just as bad. I'd like to liberate them too if I can. Which is just another reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're on Dana or somewhere else, you always stay the same. Your indignation and righteous passion, your desire to free and protect, they're all hardwired into you. Not that I'm complaining. Come on, let's bust this thing wide open.
Nobody's here.
Stay sharp. After that last illusion, there's no telling what could happen in here.
Faria, how did you get in here?
Wait, something about her isn't right.
What's wrong with her? She doesn't even seem to know where she is.
Yeah, you're right. She looks just like the soldiers we encountered outside.
A summoning?
But that's preposterous. She never had that kind of power when—
We can talk later. Here it comes!
What? I've never known Faria to control tangles like that before.
How about with a stone that looks suspiciously like a master core?
What the? Where did she get her hands on that?
First we handled the Zugals. Then we get some answers.
Here I come!
Go for the weak point!
Take this!
Talon Eternal Devastation!
Rip it
Come
clear!
on, now! You're mud! Radiant pierce in the wind!
Double
In
Demon
here.
Fang!
Lunar
Destruction!
this one! By the power
This!
of water!
Here!
Lightning!
Dragon
Storm!
Swarm!
Tried to
Break
burn.
through!
I never miss!
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Burn!
Here, let me help! Thunder
I owe you one! Double Demon Fang!
in the wind!
Destruction!
Air thrust!
Crush!
Gemini
Demon
Fang!
Fang! I'll smash you!
I'll stop its charge!
Raging cat! Thanks, Kisara!
Demon Fang!
Feel the power!
Soaring Light Spear!
Raging storm!
Take
Where that
this.
came from?
No further!
Pierce through! Precise!
I'll
tear you apart!
Raging
Away!
cascade!
Burn!
Healing circle! Dance in the wind!
I can do
Leave
this
us
all
all
day!
Double Demon Fang!
Hurricane!
Ready and rare!
Mega Ray!
Now you see what I can do!
It's weakened! Raging
Double Demon!
storm!
This ends
one's
now!
Precise!
Destruction! Crush!
Lightning condenser! Like thunderblast! Lightning! Now!
Look sharp! Lightning Passageway!
Talon
Here I come! Ready, hurricane! Crush! Rip it like the target to me! Forward up! Talon Hurricane!
in the wind!
That moves!
Sleep now.
Here comes the big one!
I'll be saving this
There!
one.
Here's the evil!
In a bind?
Tempest Freeze Blazer!
Watch it! Someone
let me
hit
help.
it!
First aid!
Now you see what I can do!
Raging Storm! Take a dead!
What is this? Hey, you okay? I can still do this!
Razor Soul!
You see what happened there as you crossed.
I'll bring you back
Shouldn't
from
have done
death
that.
to illuminate the dark! Come forth, Holy Glimmer, Holy Land!
Super Swallow Dance!
Resuscitation!
Here, let me help!
First aid! Illuminate the dark! Come forth, Holy
I'm
Glimmer!
not done!
Holy Land!
Nothing gets by me!
Pierce through! I'm on it! Sword Rain Alpha!
Here, Nova!
First strike! Prepare to be sealed!
Here!
Now you see what I can do!
You're mine! Rising
Punch!
Punch! The flaming diving yearns to be let free!
I really owe you one.
Here I come!
Can't get out of this!
Dance in the wind!
Double Demon Fang!
Photon, lightning condemned!
We got him on the run!
Don't get cocky!
Right. Still anyone's fight!
Rongo! Light as dance! Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning strike! More for the shot!
Rising Hurricane! Raging Phoenix!
It's about to strike!
Look sharp, everyone!
Illuminate the dark!
Nothing gets by me! That freaking does it!
Here, let me help!
Now you see what I can do!
Raging Cane!
Burn in hell!
Lunar corruption! In here!
to
Eat
dust!
dirt! I'll be saving this one!
Rising Wyvern! Hurricane Thrust! Rising Phoenix!
More where that came from!
Super Hero Dance! Prepare to be
Not my finest.
You'll pay for that!
Air thrust!
This is...
Bring you back from death's abyss!
Light as lightning condemned! Resuscitation! Thunderblade!
Here, let me help!
Talon Hurricane!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Thunderblade!
What's
Illuminate the dark!
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
It was nice while it
Now!
lasted.
Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Now it's just her!
Faria! Can you hear me? Faria!
She's preparing another summoning!
The art she's casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more. Dohalim!
Forgive me.
Man, I thought we were goners.
Everything okay?
Yes. She's only unconscious.
Not her. I meant you.
Shion, please. Can you treat her?
I can try, but I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. All I can do is heal her physically.
We're not even supposed to be in here. Maybe it'd be better if we moved her to somewhere a little safer. Don't you think?
In that case,
I'll take her off your hands.
You?
Avakir, what are you doing here?
I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out. I overheard what you said about Tarnigan, about how he really died. I'm sorry, I had no idea.
And you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
I like to think I know you a little better than that, Dohalim. Give me some credit. I'll take Faria. Leave her with me. I know better than to ask what you're up to. But whatever it is, I hope it all works out.
Thank you.
He seems like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never was one to stand out. Instead, he was always hanging back, worrying about everyone else. As for Faria, it's always the closest to me who get hurt.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
Somebody got to her, to strike back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And the same goes for you as well. Neither you nor Faria would have lost loved ones if it wasn't for me.
You're wrong. Kelzelik was the one who killed my brother, under orders from Almadria. As for Tarnagan, if it weren't for the crown contest, he'd still be alive. That and the whole damn hierarchy that makes it possible. But that's why we're fighting. To put an end to this whole messed up system that treats people as expendable.
Indeed. Ridding society of this blight is really the only way I know how to atone for my sins.
You can't atone, Dohalim. I know it hurts to hear, but those people are dead. No amount of soul-searching or trying to make amends is going to change that. Forgiveness, acceptance, those ships have sailed.
So I just forget the harm I caused?
No, the opposite, in fact. You remember. You never forget. You keep it in your heart always. And then you go on living. Not for those already past, but for those still alive.
For those still alive.
Kisara's right. So long as we've still got breath in our bodies, we can make a difference in the lives of others. Lives being the operative word.
That's what living's all about. Being able to still make a difference. Punishing yourself for the past won't make the pain of your conscience go away.
Only fixing the problem in its stead. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. You have to live for tomorrow, Dohalim, not for yesterday. And not only that, you need to live for yourself, and for the change that you still can be.
I shall try.
Don't forget, we've still got a mystery to solve. The Forbidden Zone, remember?
Shion.
Huh?
Thank you. You have my deepest gratitude for what you did for Faria.
Glad to be of service.
I'm glad we could stop Faria without hurting her.
You all did much for her as well. I'm most grateful.
Oh, shucks. We're on the same team, right? Let's move on.